hanging out, sticking around with us. Give yourselves a hand for coming all the way from wherever you have came. You all, we so appreciate it. We are partnering with Papa Turney and his fine organization at Miss Zeke's Juke Joint. This is our third episode, so what we do with the Kickback, we just basically chill, eat, and kick back. And so we talk to legends, and we talk about, like what the legends have done, what's going on. But as we were driving here, and before we get into it, a little birdie in the tree told me there are some people that came far and wide. So I want you all to represent your city or state. Where are you all from? I love this. Charlotte. Oh, we got some Charlotte folks in the house. Oh. You're from my city. Get your line. What part? What part? Oh, dang. What part? North Park? Okay, North Side. Okay, I'm from the South Side. Yes. Charlotte. Where else? What other cities do we have in the house? Yes, sir.
Pensacola, Florida.
Oh, wow. We got some Floridians down up here. Okay. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for coming. So the guest that we are going to interview, he's played on some of the biggest stages. He has played with some of the best. He's traveled all the way around the world. He's won Grammys. He's played, he's a legend. His name is Don Kendrick, one of our great percussionists. Y'all will hear him in the back. Give him a hand, please. Please, y'all, we're going to get into his story. The Kickback, what I love about the Kickback is we're all about conversation, and we are just going to just talk to the legends and talk about some things you normally wouldn't hear because they're performing. So before we get into it, we're going to have the band play. They're going to play a couple of rounds and just kind of warm us up and all the things. And then once they're done playing, me and Don will come on the stage and we'll just hang out and chill and talk. We'll learn some more about Don. We will be very impressed. I was impressed learning things about Don, so I know you all will be impressed. And then after that, after Don and I talk a little bit, then the band will come back and play some more, and then Don and I will close it out. And then we'll just enjoy. I want you all to just enjoy the ride with us. So thank you all again for coming. And now you all will lead it over to the band.
More or less.
She's got a black cat on. I believe that my baby, she's got a black cat on. Seems like everything that I do always turns out wrong. Well, I go late at night sometimes, you know that I kinda hate to come home. It seems like when I do, everything is wrong. I believe that my baby, she's got a black cat bum. It seems like everything that I do, it always turns out wrong. I walked all the way from Dallas, Texas, down to Wichita Falls. Started thinking about a good living woman. You're working, you're walking hard to believe that my baby, she's got a black cat. See my baby, that always turns out wrong. like everything that I do. Always turns out wrong. Like that bone, like that bone, like that bone. No, no. Baby, that's like that bone. Seems like everything that I do, somehow it turns out wrong. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate you coming out here on a beautiful summer evening. Hey, my baby, sit on your daddy's knee. I got something to tell you, that's one word for me. You better keep what you got. You better keep what you got. You better keep what you got. You might need one day. I give you all my love and my money too. You throw it all away, what are you trying to do? You better keep what you got. You better keep what you got. You better keep what you got. You just might need one day.
enjoyed you, sir. You, oh goodness, you were playing those drums, Don. Okay.
It's hot back there.
And you worked up a whole sweat. We have enjoyed it. I am looking forward to this interview. How are you feeling, first of all, tonight?
I tell you, for 76 trips around the sun, I'm feeling pretty good. How about it,
76,
y'all?
yeah.
Everybody out there, a lot of people are afraid to admit their age. So, but I'm real proud of that fact. And my mother, I want to give a shout out to her. My mother is going to be 100 years old November the 8th.
Wow.
So, she's probably not able to watch right now, but she knows all about Papa Turney's because Michael makes a great rub sauce here.
Yes, he does.
Get some fix, and my mother's, she really likes that stuff. She wants more and more and more Papa Turney. But anyway, it's real good, the food.
So you're telling me
that good, pretty good.
You're telling me, A, we have to eat more Papa Turney's food to live 100, huh?
I've eaten a lot of food here in the last 50 years. So 10, 15 years here. Just not a better, finer place anywhere in this area.
Well, for one, you do not look 76. So that's awesome. So you all's genes are very strong there, and they run very long. So that is a blessing. So I want to talk about the first question. So Don, before all the Grammys, before the big stages, before the world knew who you really were, what inspired you to do what you're doing now?
I would have to say it probably goes back to my parents.
Okay.
They love music. They love to dance. My dad bought one of the first, what they called it back then, high fidelity system, hi-fi. I'm sure that Ron Miller back there, our sound technician, knows with the big speakers. And I remember he would play lots of New Orleans artists. He loved Fats Domino. He loved Pete Fountain. He loved Louis Prima. He loved Al Hurt. My mother loved Harry James. She didn't particularly care for Frank Sinatra too much because she actually went and saw, when she was going to Louisiana State University in Baton Rouge, Frank Sinatra came when he was a big star and gave a big concert.
Oh, wow.
And she got his autograph on a napkin, like a table napkin or whatever. And I said, well, Mama, Frank Sinatra, gosh, you saw one of the greats. She said, oh, he was all right, but he smoked one cigarette right after another.
Oh, Mama's
and he was so skinny, and I kind of like Tony Bennett.
I love it.
But I grew with that household. There were no musicians in my household, of course. My little sister played a little piano, but a lot of music, and I heard a lot of good music.
Oh, goodness.
So, which instilled me to just I was always a nervous kid. I couldn't stay still. I'd beat on the furniture, my mother's chair, with the pencils, and play along with the music, and put scars on the furniture. So my dad finally got me my first little.
So Daddy knew.
Yeah, he got me my first little
drum
thing out of the Sears, what we called back then the Sears and Roebuck catalog.
Oh, yep, I remember that well.
Yard stuff out of the catalog.
I remember ordering things out of the catalog. Okay, so we've heard that you were a kid in Louisiana, and you end up playing with some of the biggest artists around the world. How did you know that you were a natural at this?
Didn't know it.
Okay.
I started playing Valda when I was young. Me and a couple of buddies of mine, we had a little band. Our first paid engagement, we had a guy had a Silvertone bass, and the guitar player had a Silvertone guitar, an amplifier, and everything. It was all in one thing. And I had a little snare drum and what I called back then a pie plate cymbal. It really sounded like a pie plate turned upside down. Cymbal. A little drum, just a broke. Then we had our first engagement, we played at Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
And the lady there loved us and paid us $9 each.
That was good money back then.
$9 a piece, and we were about probably, I don't know, between 12 and 14, maybe 15.
Okay.
I was going like,
You can really do something with that.
I'm kind of enjoying playing music and
getting paid.
And I'm here today. I'm still playing the finest restaurants in that.
Yes.
Anyway, that's
So how did we go from playing on the drums, rat-a-tat-tat, Daddy buying us a drum set, then you're playing at this restaurant at 12? That's unheard of. That's awesome. And so then how do we graduate and make this a career? How does that happen?
I just love playing the drums all these years and just never really wanted to be recognized so much. Just enjoyed playing the drums and being in the band. At least for me, I don't know about, but most drummers I've met and talked to, there's nothing more fulfilling than playing the drums and being on stage with a bunch of great musicians or friends. They don't have to be great musicians.
Yeah.
You just, your heart pumps, you have a good time, you enjoy it.
Right.
No matter whether you're playing in the garage or here or somewhere else. And that's what I always, it brought me more enjoyment than just about anything I've experienced in life. Other than, well, I won't say it.
We won't say the other bit, but
Yeah, just, it's
PG,
like,
Don.
well, people say, what do you do for a living? I said, well, I'm a professional gambler.
Oh.
You're a gambler? Oh, you
I
go
would
to Las
not have
Vegas
picked that.
and play the craps and shoot the... I
Shoot
said,
the
no,
dice.
I'm a professional gambler. I said, I'm in a business where I'm a professional gambler. They go, what do you mean? I said, I'm in the music business.
Yeah,
It's a gamble.
it really is.
I see people, I moved here, I've been living in Nashville since 1986.
Wow.
And I've seen them come and go. I've seen them come and go, but I've seen them come here and go.
Literally, yeah. Go up
And
to the top.
it's just determination, sticking with it, being ready. If somebody asks you to do something, always in your mind feel that you can do it, but never say no. Say yes, I can do this,
Yeah.
because you'll get a shot, and if you don't express what they want to hear, well then move on to the next person. I can't say my whole career in music has been a bed of roses. I've had my share of rejections, and
Okay.
whatever, and relationships and business related and all kinds of things. But one thing still remains the same for me is that I'm still playing the drums.
Right.
Which is what I started doing before I got involved in
For
the
sure.
publishing business and awards and records I played. People can go to my Facebook page. Records I played on. But it's all irrelevant. It's just what a wonderful satisfaction for me personally to know that, gosh, I'm still here doing it. I'm still playing.
You are.
And thankful to Mike Attorney and his lovely wife and great family.
Yeah.
They accepted me into their family and have given me a place when I'm not out on the road or somewhere else coming to play. And
Place to land.
I get to play with, you just heard the great musicians
Yeah.
I just played with,
Killing
which
it.
I want to mention them.
Please, no.
Bill Boyce
All
on
you.
the bass. Y'all give Bill a nice hand. One of my dear friends, one of Nashville, my opinion, great bass players for sure. Great guy, always in the pocket. And I would be remiss, I don't know where he went. Is he in here? Terry Downing. Terry Goose Downing on guitar, y'all. Give him a nice hand. Where are you, dude?
Okay, so I want to revisit when you said something about rejection. And you have still been in the business, the longevity, the time frame that you've been in. How did you handle rejection and then bounce from handling rejection to being on stages with Shania Twain and winning Grammy Awards and having your own company and being a part of the BMI? Like, how did you navigate that? Because I say that because you're a legend. I don't know if you think you're a legend.
You only have a couple of days left. I'd rather you love me now. You'll have plenty of time to hate me later.
You're a legend. So how did you do that?
I have been accepted by some of the greatest record producers in the business, but I have also been rejected by some of the greatest record producers in the business. And managed to leave such a situation in good standing, good rapport, but I just, people say, well, what does it really take to make it as a musician?
People say that all the time.
I said, when I really think about it, it's like 1% talent
Okay.
and 99% pure luck. And what I mean by that is you're expected, if you want to move up the ladder to the top of them, you're expected to have the talent
For sure.
there to go whatever way you want.
Right.
But a big part of it is being in the right place
At the right time.
If the guy asks you to paint the wall yellow, don't say, I don't think yellow would be a good color. I think you should paint it whatever.
Paint it yellow.
Paint it yellow and do the best you can for it. And if you do a good job, you'll be painting another one, so to speak. You know,
Okay.
like that. And it's like, music is to me is like any business anyone would be in. You only get success out of the business you're in according to what you put into it.
That's good.
And then if you meet someone that you don't particularly think, or somebody tells you or shows you, oh, I don't like him, you don't even know him. One of my mottos is never ever judge a book by the cover.
At all.
You may like the cover and want to pick it up and look at it and go, whoa, I don't want this book, this cover. Read the book first and then make a judgment on the cover.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's best to work out things like that and make your own decision.
Yeah, and people for sure have misjudged you.
Well, I got offered. Listen, I was working. I was trying to make a few dollars. I played on a lot of things that, if you're a studio drummer, you play with some great musicians in the studio, you cut a great recording, but the singer is just not really very good. But Daddy has a lot of money. And he wants to see his little daughter become a big star. There's nothing wrong with that because that's the way it and some do come out like that. So you have to have some things. You go through some things and you go, well, boy, Don, I heard that thing. Boy, you and Steve Mackey or whatever bass player. Boy, y'all laid down some good tracks over at Polly Fox Grand there in the old day. And I said, yeah, it was all right. I said, well, boy, who was that singing? And I went, well, man, you guys had a rough time, didn't you? And this is back in the days before they had the machines. Now, you don't even have to sing. You can go in the recording studio. They have a machine that will make you sound like
an angel. So I have one more question.
That's just, I don't know if I'm answering your question.
No, you're doing really good. You're doing
I'm
so
not used
good.
to this, folks. Bear with me. I'm not used to being interviewed like this. I'm usually back on the drum.
You are.
The band gets off.
Yeah.
I'm the last one to pack my gear up and leave.
I'm a drummer's wife. I know all about it.
And then sometimes I get caught in traffic, and I walk in, there's Michael at the door going, we'll start at 6:30, Don. I'm going, I don't know.
And so this is what I love about this because
He
now
knows I love him.
now the spotlight is literally on you. Even when we were doing our research and you sent us some of the videos and we were looking at some of the things, we noticed that my husband being a drummer himself, that there wasn't a lot of love on the percussion when y'all have your solos. And so speaking of, I want to hang around with the percussionist. You are a percussionist, and most people notice that the guitarist. No shade, Papa Attorney. They notice the soloist, but the percussionist, you all carry and you all control the heartbeat. So how do you approach creating that heartbeat?
Years of growing up in an area with some of the finest percussionists and drummers that I was allowed to watch and get in and watch them play, not only in the recording studio, but in clubs in New Orleans, in the French Quarter,
Right.
and the outer area, and being able to go see these legends like Earl Palmer that played on all Little Richard, Fats Domino records, just all kinds of talented sound.
Right.
Zigaboo Modalese with the
Okay.
Beatles. He's one of my dear friends.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Most of my days.
Awesome.
He's just a real mentor of mine. I just love Ziggy, great drummer. Gosh, the list goes on. Ronald Ziegler. You probably never heard of him.
No.
He's a drummer from
Before my day.
Baton Rouge. He played on a lot of BG records, Barbra
Okay.
Streisand.
Okay.
He played on a big #1 hit for Andy Gibb, Just Want to Be Your Everything. Great drummers.
Right.
And the first drummer,
Okay.
I know you kind of
No,
first
no.
drummer I ever heard that really got me hooked on drums. I was a little boy. I remember my grandfather had a garage apartment that he used to rent out. Had an apartment. He would
Okay.
rent out off the back of his house.
Uh-huh.
And there was a guy living that he rented the apartment to. He worked at the Esso plant in Baton Rouge. His name was Rip Rattel.
Wow.
And he was the drummer that played with the guy in Louisiana called Bobby Lovelace.
Oh,
Now, he had a very
wow.
famous record called Night Owl. Which was a
Okay.
big blues hit. But Rip would set his drums up down in his little apartment. I would wander over there as a little boy. I wasn't supposed to go there, but I'd wander because he'd get in there and he'd be playing with records.
Right.
Because back in those days, drummers weren't playing with records if you didn't go to school. Just
Oh.
play along with the record. No headphones, no things like that.
Oh, wow.
And I remember he told me to come in and sit behind my drums.
Uh-huh.
First drum set that I ever sat behind. I remember he had this gigantic ride cymbal. This one over here was
Right.
like 24 inches.
Wow.
It was like a,
Huge.
it was like a spaceship.
Compared to your size at the time you were a little boy,
And he handed
yeah.
me the stick and I just hit it. It was tapping on and I was going, wow.
The rest was
I don't know what it
history.
sound.
That is
And he put on
awesome.
the record and I tapped along. I didn't know too much. I think I was only about 10.
And look at you now. Look at you now. Well, what were you going to say? That was an awesome story. Thank you so much for telling your story. We're going to stick around and we're going to talk a little bit more later.
I have lots of stories about it, but I have to watch the stories because
I'm going to keep
I
it
don't
down
have
to a
permission
minimum.
to tell some.
Yeah, no, we don't want to. We don't want you to tell anything you're not able to tell.
David out there, our producer, cameraman, he knows what it's like to be the drummer in the band. You got to kind of look out. Got to watch for those slingshots.
Yeah. So we are going to pause for the cause. Thank you again, Don. Can you all give
Thank
Don
you,
a
everyone.
hand, please?
Thanks to Michael Turner. He was up here playing guitar with us also. I forgot to introduce him. He's a great musician too.
Yes,
So
he
give him a
is.
nice hand.
We're going to pause for the cause. We're going to come back and let the band play one more song and let them vibe out. And then we're going to interview you one more time, sir, if that's okay with you, and close us out.
That's right. You want to stay for the next interview because that's going to be with all the
Hard questions.
gossip stories.
Y'all, kick back, stay a while, and hang out with us. Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you.
Mama, Papa, won't you talk to your daughter for me? Mama, Papa, won't you talk to your daughter for me? She done made me a lover and I ain't gonna leave her be. I can't stand no quitting. She keeps on dogging me around. I can't stand no quit. She keeps on dogging me around. When she dogs me around, 6 feet way down the ground. You better talk to your daughter. Talk to your daughter. Talk to your daughter. Talk to your daughter. She done made me a lover and I ain't gonna leave her be. Y'all give a big, big hand to Louisiana Musician Hall of Famer Don Kendrick back to their own place. Appreciate y'all being here. We're gonna take a little break, I guess, and do some more interviewing with Don Kendrick, the man of the hour tonight. Once again, thanks for coming out. We appreciate you.
Welcome back. I'm
gonna get way over here on this one.
Is that better? I did feel we were kind of far. Look at you.
That's right. These ladies here, can you ladies see me?
Okay. So they gave you some drummer love. Welcome back. And did you catch your breath and all the things?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great playing with these guys.
Yes. So we are getting ready to just wrap this back up. Before we do that, what are some of your current projects that you're currently working on? Do you have any?
Right now, a couple of things in the fire. I've been approached about doing a actual CD
Okay.
on
You got excited
on
about
myself.
Okay.
Some of the recordings that I played on live, as well as recorded material. Doing a little CD just to, not really for sale, for download, just give it away to people because it's different songs. On the CD, I'm in the process of getting that together, and I've already got a title for it. I'm going to call it the Don Kendrick Immaculate Collection.
Let's say that one more time because I don't think everybody heard him. Can you repeat that?
No, I'm about the CD title.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it Don Kendrick's Immaculate Collection.
Okay.
And, I'm going to have everybody on there from Michael Turney to Billy Cox to Chuck Berry. I'm working on it. I have to get clearance for a lot of things from these artists where I can do something like that. And then I'm been approached about starting a little record company.
Okay, I want to bring our listeners back in, audience. So we are back, audience, with the Kickback. We are welcome back to the Kickback. This is a pre-recorded podcast. So if we can kind of keep the volume to a minimum so we don't have to shout over our guests. We want y'all to kick back now, listen. But we want to hear what our guest has to say because he is truly a legend. He has played with the greatest of the greats, and we want to respect his time and the podcast time, if you all don't mind. Okay, so back to what we were saying, my friend. You have a CD.
Well, not yet. It's
Okay.
something in you asked me what projects I had.
Yes. What projects
There's
do you
things
have?
that I'm thinking about doing, as well as may invest in a little new record company that will allow me to release some artists around here that a lot of people are not aware of and heard, and do something with that. Kind of coming up. I just finished a record to be out. Not me, I'll play on it.
Okay.
It's coming out July the 24th.
That's like in 2 weeks.
Shania Twain.
Oh.
My new record's a little different. It's
Okay.
a little different. This song is very good. A very great producer working with T-Bone Burnett. break out and work with. That I got a few doctor appointments coming up. What happened when you turn 76? Michael Turney wouldn't understand that yet because he's only 40 something.
Okay, so since you are a comedian, can you tell us?
Me?
Yeah. Can you tell us what were some of the funniest things that has happened to you, either during your career or when you were on the road traveling?
Oh boy, drop. Oh, I don't know. I tell you, I've got so many.
Okay. Just one.
Yeah, it's not good to say this. I don't know. Michael might scold me for saying this, but I have been on the road most of my life. I have played with a lot of people that that you didn't recognize them possibly.
Okay.
But then I played with a lot of folks that you wouldn't recognize them.
Right.
And both sides of the spectrum gave me a lot of experience and opened up my eyes to music in general. And what I mean by that is, going back to my statement, don't judge a book by the cover. Read the cover first. Just because somebody doesn't look like, they may not be
what you think it is.
Yeah, right. And then you experience playing with him and realize, well, I just played with some guy the other night who's on top of the world. He's got so much money in the bank, he doesn't even know how much he has. And then I played with somebody tonight who has nothing in the bank, but has just so much
heart and soul,
desire and cooperative, and just so much. And so, it's a crazy business.
That's
go back to my gambling stuff earlier in the music gambling. What story can I tell real quick? It's kind of funny. Okay, all right, I'll tell. As some folks know, I don't publicize a lot. I was on the road. I played a lot of shows, not one show, but several shows with Chuck Berry. And Chuck was, I've known lots of famous people in my lifetime.
Okay.
I've never been in a room with him, but God, Chuck, he was a one of a kind.
Wow.
He was different, but he was good. He was very hard to work with. Very hard to work with. He was pretty much a torture on drummers. But when he was happy with you, he would fill you with a lot of joy and make you feel great. But like a lot of artists I work with, they're just like any human being. Some days you wake up in the morning and you're just a wonderful person.
Then the other day.
Some days you wake up and you go, oh.
Yeah, a grouch. Yeah, it's like
and
that.
So, but my funny Chuck Berry story is, I think I might have told Michael this. Years ago, I was playing at the Doral Hotel in Miami Beach. I had gone back to play tour with Freddie Fender. Those of you might have ever heard of Freddie Fender.
Okay.
And we had played at the Doral the night before, and I was going to the airport to catch the plane in Miami to catch the plane back to Nashville.
Okay.
And then from there, I was going to go out to Las Vegas and do the Red Fox show.
Oh, cool.
I was playing with Freddie Fender. He was the opening act. Red Fox, believe it or not, the Sands in the Copeland. It was sold out for months in the band. And Red Fox, he just loved Freddie. He loved the Latin thing. He just loved Freddie. He had Freddie open up the show. But anyway, so I'm going to the airport in Miami Beach, and I'm looking, walking around just like everybody's going to get on the plane, flying coach back around.
Right.
And here's Chuck Berry sitting in the terminal because Chuck liked to fly. He liked to fly commercial.
Okay.
He would always rent his own car. Whenever he played, he would rent his own car from Hertz.
Wow.
And he would drive himself, either he and his daughter or he and his other friends, to the show, do the show, get back in the car, drive himself to the airport, turn in the rental car.
He was very
So anyway, I'm walking along, and there he is. I hadn't seen him in several years, a couple of years. And he's sitting there, and he had on the ugliest polyester shirt you've ever seen, at least that I've ever seen.
What
I mean,
did
it
you
looked
tell
like
him?
polka dots, but it was like a bad dream. And he had on these white patent leather pants with black boots with back with the bell bottom.
That was his
This
style,
is a long
probably.
time ago.
Okay,
This was
okay.
last- Or right for it, no. And so they had this, and people were just all over. We didn't have phones, but cameras.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And he's sitting up there, and he's got a
Cool as a fan.
and his daughter's sitting there next to him, and I knew her, one of the daughters. And so he's sitting there, and the security, airport security's up there, and they got their rope up there, and these people trying to get in.
Oh, wow.
Touch him or
Serious,
get
yeah.
an autograph or whatever. So I'm walking along, and I'm standing back there, because I'm so tall.
Okay.
And he's looking around. Won't let anybody in there.
Just cool.
So I kind of motioned his daughter, and she looked at me like she pulled, she had some sunglasses, and put her sunglasses on, and I looked at me, and she goes, like this, I mean, just to her daddy sitting right next to her, just take the elbow and go, bam, like this. And she goes,
Aww.
and so he looks up, and he kind of gets up a little bit, takes his sunglasses off, and he looks, and he goes, and then he just goes, and the police are around. Nobody's getting in there. And I'm kind of standing in the back. And he stands up and goes,
All right.
like this. With a scowl on his face. He got it in.
Like you should know better.
So the policeman comes over and goes, Mr. Barry wants you to come over and wants to talk to you. And these people are looking, who is this guy?
Right.
Because I wasn't made up in my stage.
Okay. But apparently you was because.
So I go
the
sauntering
great-
over and he tells his daughter to move down and I sat down next to him and he goes, I know you don't. And I said, you sure do, Chuck? And he goes, Sticks. That's what he used to call me.
Okay.
I'm so skinny, he would call me Sticks. And I said, yeah, Chuck, it's me. I said, how you doing, man? I said, you're still out there doing it. And he goes, I don't know how to do anything else. And I said, well, that's real good. That's real good, Chuck. And he goes, he goes, what you been doing? And I said, well, actually, I'm coming back. I played at the Doral Hotel in Miami Beach. It's pretty kind of well known. But then he goes, oh yeah, you did the Doral. Whoa, big time now, huh? And I said, well, I don't know about that, Chuck. I said, it's big time when I was playing drums with you. And he goes, well, that's very nice of you to say that. He said, who are you playing with at the Doral? And I went, well, Chuck, I was playing with Freddie Fender. And he just went, and he rolled back just laughing. And he looked at me and says, well, Sticks, it's good to see you, but it sounds to me like you've sunk to an all-time low since you left Chuck. And I said, Chuck, I didn't leave you. You never called me again to play with you. But I thought that was kind of Mr. Barry. It wasn't a mean thing, but it's kind of his humor. He said, boy, Sticks, you really sunk to an all-time low. And I tell you, I didn't know what to say.
Right.
And I
It's
said,
kind of like stuck like, wait,
yeah, I just made pretty good money, and I got a free flight back to Nashville. I don't think that's too low. But that's my Chuck Berry story. But other than that, I played in England, went in London, Europe. One of my biggest thrills was one thing. I didn't want to get ahead of you. One of the biggest things I've done playing in my career, and this is going on, without a doubt, is USO tours.
Okay.
Playing for our servicemen overseas.
Okay. Yeah.
People here in this country, people overseas. I played in the Orient. I played in Europe.
Wow.
I did a lot of USO tours. I even did one that Bob Hope was. I'm that old. Wonderful man. But anyway, that probably, what's good. Some awards, or people saying, well, I heard you, but one of the greatest things for me was just doing that and watching all those men and women of all races, creeds, and colors.
Yeah. Yeah.
With that uniform on over
That's
there
it.
away from the United States of America.
Yeah.
And asking me when I'd meet them,
Wow.
what's it like over there? What's going
Wow.
on now? What's
Yeah, because
the
you have your
music
ear.
like?
Mhm.
I I heard Elvis Presley weighed 500 pounds.
my.
Whatever. You know, to manager, the artist I was playing, manager came up after the show. I was in Okinawa. I'll never forget it.
Okay.
Playing a show in Okinawa. And soldiers were there, and Jerry Walton came up to me and said, Don, some guys out here said they know you.
Huh?
I was gone. So he goes, yeah, they're in the Marines.
Okay.
And he says, they know you. They want to come tell you hello. And I said, well, man, I said, who are they? I don't know anybody over here that's in the
You
Marines.
never know.
You know? He goes, no, there's a whole gang of them, about 4 or 5 of them. So anyway, I go out there. This one little guy, and he comes up. He's got the machine guns there. He comes up and he goes, Don, you don't know me, but you may remember me. My name is Randy Pinnell. Randy Pinnell. I went to high school with his sister.
Wow.
With his older sister.
Okay.
Paula.
Okay.
And I remember Randy when he was a little baby.
Oh, wow.
And here he is, I'm playing at this thing, and he
Wow.
comes up, man,
Full
he's
circle.
got all his buddies there. And he shakes out and shakes my hand. I said, Randy, I said, gosh, man, I said, you look great. How's Paula doing? Fine, she's married. I said, boy, you've really grown up, son. So he immediately turns around. There's probably about 4 or 5 GIs or what,
Wow.
little, you know, they're all
Yeah.
young guys, soldiers over there, away from, and they've been over there for almost 2 years.
Wow.
And he turns around and he goes, okay, guys, pay up. And I'm standing there. So these little soldiers are pulling money out of their pocket, I don't know what, and they're giving Randy this money.
You made a
They're
whole
giving him
thing.
this money, and he's going, I told y'all so. I told y'all when they introduced him on stage, I told y'all I knew him.
That
I
is
told
so
y'all my
good.
sister went to high school with him. And y'all wouldn't believe me. So now pay up.
I love
Pay
it.
up. Pay
I
off
love
the
it.
bet. And I was just going like, wow.
That's fun. Oh, thank you for telling that story.
That's a story.
Yes.
I
Now,
could tell a lot of other
yes, you
stories.
can, but we're going to hold on for the story.
Let's see how I stand out there.
One more story I want to trail back on. You mentioned as we went into our break that you discovered our last week's guest. Okay, so Al Piper Green, listen, if you listening, your boy, he has discovered you. So you tell your side of the story.
Al knows I say that to everybody. I say that about Al. Al's a dear friend. Actually, I've known Al since, I guess, the 90s. Are you out there listening, Al? Can you help me? But I, along with another dear friend, musician of mine, Patio Daddio, we were running a jam on Nolensville Road
Okay.
in Nashville with a guy by the name of Casey Lutton, and we were there, had all really not well known at the time musicians, but they would come in there who later became well known, like the Lost Lonely Boys, like Garth Brooks, like people
Right.
come in when they first come to town trying to make it, come in and jam with us.
Okay.
And Al, I think, as I recall, and as I remember, first time I met Al was at a used car lot. I was looking for a car,
Okay.
and I went in. He was cars.
So this
And
was before the
introduced himself. I
stage.
said, my name's Don Kendrick. I said, what's your name? And he goes, Al Green. And I said, Al Green? Al Green. He goes, yeah, I get a lot of that. Because, you know, like, Al Green. I mean,
okay.
He doesn't love Al Green.
Right.
You know.
I thought that too, Al, just
So-
by the way.
And he says, well, yeah. I said, And I said, let me see your driver's license. And he pulled out his driver's license.
Okay. Said Al
And he says,
Green.
well, you know, I sing a little bit. I said, we got a jam, so you come out and sing a little bit, Al. I might, you know, and he later got a good job. He worked for the Nissan.
Right. So it was,
Very
you
smart guy,
invited him.
intelligent guy, Al.
Yeah.
And so he came out and started singing with us, and we had a lot of people in the band. Alphonse Keltner, he wrote What You Won't Do for Love.
Wow.
It was a big smash. He was in the band. Myself, Scott Acard, Dave Frank,
Right.
keyboard player,
You got a
Howard
name drop.
Larrabee would come jam
Yes.
with us, went on play with Three Dog. And that was the only jam in Nashville going to go and play. Where everything else was a country.
Okay.
When
Yeah.
I moved to Nashville in 1986, there was only 2 kinds of music in Nashville. What, Don?
Yeah, I want to know too.
Country and Western.
Okay.
Country and western.
Okay.
That's
So
it. You go to
y'all had to
Nashville,
break the
country and
mold.
western. You know, so I was coming from New Orleans where there was country, but there was a lot of other stuff.
Exactly.
So I came to Nashville, so I sort of gravitated over to
Country.
the Jefferson Street
Oh,
area.
for sure. Day Street.
And someone told me that a person that I admired a lot as a musician and just as a person
Okay.
had a pawn shop
Wow.
in Nashville that he operated. He was sort of semi-retired. That was my dear friend Billy Cox.
Wow.
And went over there and met Billy. Through Billy, I was doing recording with Clifford Curry, and then I played with Marion James, Queen of the Blues. And went to Europe. One thing led to another.
For sure.
You know, it just Nashville to me is just a wonderful place if you're a musician. It's
Yeah.
very hard to live here, but it's a wonderful place
is.
because you have so many types.
Artistry here. You
It
do.
used to be country
Just
and
one
western
genre.
or whatever.
Mhm.
Well, who doesn't love country? I love country.
Yeah.
But the thing is, now,
Several genres.
Nashville,
Mhm.
there's just and you're a wonderful show too. You know.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Well, we have enjoyed you, Don.
No more questions?
No more questions.
Well, let me
my
ask
friend.
you a few questions,
What you got for me, Don? What you got? What you got?
No, we'll do a show on you later, okay? I'll have to talk to the director out there, Mr.
Yes,
David,
David.
and see what he thinks.
For sure.
But thank you so, thank you.
Yes, have y'all enjoyed Don and this interview?
Clap.
Thank you so much for pulling up. Thank you for kicking back, and thank you for sharing your story with us. It has been an absolute.
How about a nice hand
Pleasure.
for this lady right here? She's such a great personality.
Y'all, thank y'all for hanging out with us. We appreciate
Chicago.
you all.
There you go.
Thank
We'll
you.
do a song.
No, the ladies in Zeta, I want to say it right. Zeta, Delta, Data Phi. Oh, give me the guess. What is it?
Zeta Phi Beta.
Zeta Phi Beta has pulled all the way up from North Kakalaki, North Carolina. We appreciate you all for sticking around. Thank you for our Chicago. I think they all Chicago and stepped out the building. But thank y'all for the ones who stayed. Thank y'all for sitting back, kicking back, and just hanging out with us. Until next episode, we'll see y'all later.